Mariah had always kept her world small, tightly wrapped around her 2-year-old son, Caleb, who clung to her like a shadow. Working as a cleaning lady in the towering white marble mansion of billionaire Nathan Hale, she moved quietly through the halls, hoping never to draw attention. Caleb rarely left her hip. He would burst into tears if anyone so much as smiled at him. The other staff whispered about the silent little boy who feared the world, but Mariah knew his fear came from the hard years before she'd found this job. The shelters, the nights of uncertainty, the faces that came and went. Then one stormy evening, when thunder rattled the windows, everything changed. Nathan had returned early from a business trip, soaked from the rain, briefcase in hand. As he stepped into the foyer, Caleb suddenly froze, his little fingers digging into Mariah's shirt. She braced herself for the usual crying fit, but instead, Caleb reached out, just reached, with tiny trembling hands, straight toward the billionaire. Nathan blinked, startled, then knelt slowly as though approaching a wild, fearful creature. Caleb leaned into him without hesitation, burying his face against the billionaire's chest as though he'd known him forever. The staff gasped. Mariah's heart slammed against her ribs. She apologized in a rush, trying to pull Caleb away, but Nathan gently shook his head, lifting the boy with careful, protective arms. "It's okay," he murmured. "He's safe." From that moment, Caleb followed Nathan everywhere, through the garden, along the grand library halls, even into the sunlit breakfast room where Nathan read the morning paper with Caleb curled against him. Mariah watched, stunned, as her son laughed for the first time in months, real, bubbling laughter she thought she'd lost forever. One afternoon, as Caleb napped on Nathan's shoulder, the billionaire finally said quietly, "He's like this because he's been scared for too long, hasn't he?" Mariah's breath caught. No one had ever asked, never cared to look deeper. She told him everything: how she'd escaped an abusive home, how she'd protected Caleb with nothing but grit and hope. Nathan listened without interrupting, his expression soft but fierce. Then he said something that brought tears to her eyes. "You're not alone anymore." Over the next weeks, he made good on his promise. He arranged therapy for Caleb, flexible hours for Mariah, and safety measures she'd never dreamed of. And every night, as Caleb clung to him with unshakable trust, Mariah realized the truth her son had sensed, something she hadn't yet dared believe: that Nathan Hale, the billionaire who seemed untouchable, had the gentlest heart of all.